Today I'm gonna go over 3 very simple double leg drills. All right, so the first one's gonna be called a shoot through. My opponent or partner is gonna stand with his legs open in a lateral line next to each other. Okay, guys, shoulder width is fine, or whatever length is needed to fit me underneath, because I'm gonna shoot through his legs. So I want to get into my stance, my regular stagger stance, one leg leading the other. I gotta measure the distance first to make sure I'm close enough with my backhand, okay, which is my left hand. Now, from toe to toe, I'm imagining that there's a line there, okay? At minimum, I have to step at that line with my lead leg to make sure that I have a good penetration step. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step, and as I step, I'm level changing as well, okay? Keeping my shoulders and hips in a straight line. I'm pushing off this back foot. I'm gonna drive my right knee into the ground. I'm shooting through, not crawling through. See, step, step. I finish my shot. He can go ahead and turn around for me, or I can just simply walk around to get back to the front. So I'm in my stance. I measure with my backhand to make sure I'm close enough. There's a line connecting his feet together. I'm just gonna take my penetration step there. Simultaneously, as I'm level changing, here, I'm looking past my partner. All right, I'm driving off this back leg, which is my left, driving this right knee into the ground. Shoot through. All right, always trying to keep my chest up and my head looking forward. Here. That's a shoot through. Very simple. That helps me understand how to compress myself so I can take a stronger double leg shot. Now the next one is going to be a shoulder drive. Okay, this is going to be important to make sure that I cut my partner in half, so you can feel lighter if I decide to lift or simply drive him into the mat a lot simpler. So with this one, I'm gonna begin in the same type of stance. My partner's gonna be in the same position, okay? But I'm gonna have my hands behind my back. All right, I don't wanna be encouraged to grab his legs, because I just need to focus on leaning my weight into him to drive through him. So same concept, line connecting the toes, test the distance, hands behind my back. I am looking to drive my shoulder directly into his hip. Now, because I'm standing with my right leg forward, that means my right shoulder is gonna go in his hip, but my head is gonna be off to the left. Okay, guys? Ear should be glued to his hips, okay? I don't wanna be up here. I wanna be nice and here, shoulder through his hips, okay? So now, hands are gonna be behind my back. I test the distance. I take that penetration step. Now with this left leg, I'm gonna be driving through him, and my focus is to bring his right knee to the ground. See, the ear's glued, I'm looking behind him. Drive, drive. Now, this little finishing part is very important, how I stand up in a short squat. So I'm in my stance, I take that penetration step, I make sure that I place my shoulder through his hips, okay guys, through his waist. My ear is gonna be glued onto the left side. As I'm driving, see, I drove him back. Look what I'm gonna do with my trail leg. I catch it up again. Now, when I stand up, I don't do this, because now my hips are not going to be in the right position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my left foot to get myself up to a short squat. I'm here. I stand back up, and I repeat the process. That's the shoulder drive. That's the second drill. Very simple. Last one is the lift. Take double leg and I lift. So it's going to incorporate same stance, distance, penetration step here. Now, I'm gonna follow the same steps as in where my shoulder goes, where my head goes, and how I'm gonna drive him back onto his heels. But this time, my hands are not gonna be behind my back. They're gonna go wrapped around both of his legs. So as I'm driving, see, look, I'm wrapping him up. Now, I need to make sure that I keep him tight enough for when I trail step in a short squat. When I lift him, this can't happen. No, so 2 things are gonna happen. My partner is gonna lean over me a little more to make sure my shoulder stays glued to his hips. But I'm also, when I'm grabbing those legs, I'm pulling them in nice and tight into my body, into my chest, to make sure he doesn't adjust. So we're here, short squat, and now I'm gonna look up to the ceiling and lift. I bring her right back down, repeat the process. Square stance to make it simple, so I can choose whatever side, left or right. I step, shoulder to the hip, grab both legs, drive him back, recover, short squat. Keep him tight to my chest, look up. My head still stays glued to his hip. Those are the 3 most common double leg drills that I do with my students. Try them out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel.